Hey everybody, I'm Jacob here from GN Invasion. I'm here to talk about the highlights from the Bethesda booth, their whole performance that they had going on. Now, Bethesda's thing was a little short, so they had this thing called Bethesdaland, and it was about 30 minutes or so. It was actually pretty good. I do urge you guys to see it if you haven't seen it yet. They had several games come out. Most was like DLC and add-ons for games that you already had. For instance, Doom has they have their games now in VR. They're calling it Doom VFR. You guys pretty much know what the F stands for. Another newer game, and this is the one that pretty much everybody was looking forward to, that they didn't even know they were looking forward to, which was it was The Evil Within 2. And that game, I was a player of the first one. Playing it, I don't know how the second one is exactly going to be, but it is actually picking up exactly where the last one left off. So you should definitely, if you're a fan of the first game, you're definitely going to see a lot of the elements of the first game show in the second, as well as improved graphics from the first game. And it looks like they actually worked on the mechanics of the game too. So it's going to be a smoother experience. You're not going to listen like you're going to get stuck in that corner, like when you're trying to hide or you're trying to run somewhere and and you get stuck by an invisible barrier that freaking pisses you off. Looks like they're going to resolve that issue, so that looks like something that's going to be really awesome. But of course, the game and the showstopper for us was, of course, Wolfenstein. The new Wolfenstein game that's coming out, and it was amazing. So the commercials came out. They started off with a lot of their fake commercials, fake German commercials, and they were quite a laugh. But when they get into the trailer and everything, you come to find out they start off right where the New Order, the last Wolfenstein game, left off. And you're BJ Blazkowicz, just kicking butt, and it's awesome. And they have all these new characters that are jumping in, that you're seeing part of the new Resistance and whatnot. And you get to see what happened to a lot of certain other characters that were in the last game. Some of the gameplay footage, very, very gory. Let's put it this way, it's rated M, okay guys? So don't expect to get it for your kids if they're like 14 years old and think it's going to be a nice, wholesome game. It's not going to happen that way. But it is definitely one of the games, if you're used to playing shooters, first-person shooters, and getting to something that's very challenging, I definitely suggest picking that up. But those two games were really the only two games that Bethesda was showing that was new. Everything else, Doom and the last, I'm sorry, I'm about to say the last. Doom and The Evil Within 2 are the only two new games that they're showing right now. Everything else is going to be just revisions of what they already have. But Bethesda booth, there you have it in a nutshell. If you want to add on to that, or if there's anything that maybe I might have left out that you might want to talk about, definitely leave so in the comment section below. Other than that, my name is Jacob again with GN Invasion, and you all have a good one.